I'm not trying to make this dramatic. I'm not. The reason being is because there is no need for the drama or anything like that. I've just been doing a lot of self-reflection as of late. A lot. I've been thinking about my life for the past couple of years. And for me, I'm a big believer when it comes to signs and different things taking place at a certain time for the sake of something. I also have a lot of faith and belief in God. So God is a big, first and foremost, he's first. And he's the biggest thing, person, guy, friend in my life. Nothing goes before him. Ever. And there have been times where I tried to put things before him and I got messed up because of it. When I was 17 and I was a senior in high school, I was in this friend group. It was about 9 of us. We were outside, just chilling, having a conversation, whatever, and we started talking about the future. We started talking about what we would be, who we would be in the future. You know, one person was like, oh, I can see you as a barber. The other person, I can see you as like an engineer. I can see you as like this successful, this, that, and the third. When it's time for me, when they were like, oh, who is Sean gonna be? One of my friends whispers to another one of my friends something. And he looks at her, and he's like, that's fucked up. He was like, that's fucked up. So I'm standing there. I'm like, what's fucked up? What's the problem? She labeled me as a lost cause. Now, when I was younger and heard it, it didn't stick at all. I didn't think about it. It didn't mean much to me. As I grew older throughout the years and had several experiences that had no agenda, no sense of like direction, I was really just kind of coasting. It was almost as if I was living by what someone put on my name. Not to say that this YouTube channel and the content creation space this has been the best thing for me in general. This has been the best way for me to express myself, to have the most fun, to just engage, to express my creativity. Like, this has been so much fun, and we're not even at 500 subscribers. That's how much fun I've just been having doing so many different things with this channel. But that always lingered in the back of my head. And I was always scared to be seen by anybody that knew me and saw what I was trying to do, where I was trying to go. I was afraid. I was deeply afraid. I'm like, I hope to God nobody sees me when I'm working at this mall, because it's just down the street from the high school. I was terrified. And I lived subconsciously by what someone put on me. Someone at one point I called my best friend, someone I dated. And I never shook it off. And so I get to this point today, this week, these past 2 weeks, this whole fucking month. And I've been getting tried and tested. I've been working at this job that I fucking despise, under management I don't care for, with coworkers I hardly care for at all. And I'm tired of almost repeating a cycle of getting a job, staying there for a few months, leaving, rinse and repeat, and staying and just staying and just staying and just staying, and not really getting out there and making something happen, doing something for myself. And again, this YouTube channel, chef's kiss. And maybe this is where I need to put all of my energy into. Fully. I guess I need to provide a little bit more context. We have a hurricane going. I stay in Georgia. We have a hurricane going on at this time. Hurricane-esque weather conditions, heavy rain, flooding in some areas, power outages, you name it. All sorts of fucking things, right? So I work in a hotel. They offered me a few nights at the hotel because, you know, it's fucking crazy right now. And the first night I'm laying there, and I feel good. I slept for a few hours, woke up at like 7 in the morning, and I was like, man, I feel so good. But I was disappointed because I feel like it was sucking me in. It was sucking me in. And I would never leave. I feel like this storm symbolizes a severe change in myself, a severe amount of growth in myself, an identity shift, an actual pivot to do something different, to stop doing the same, to stop living by that title. I was afraid. I was so deathly afraid. I feel like I was always just like attracting that title to me because of how afraid I was. I was trying to run away from it, but if I'm running away from it, that would insinuate what? It's fucking chasing me. I'm 23 years old. And I feel like today, I finally get it. I get why this storm is happening. I get why I'm having the experiences I'm having. I get why I'm feeling how I'm feeling. Today was a down day for me. I was down. I was smiling profusely, and I was in pain the entire time. I was trying to hide it. I was trying to hide it. But these past few days, I've just been crying like a madman. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Heavily emotional, tears just running. I started falling back into old habits. Drinking, and drinking, and drinking. I started to get back on pills. And it was just all hitting me. It's just all hitting me. I'm like, what am I doing right now? What am I doing right now? Every week, I kept trying to find some sort of excuse to not go beyond and not do more. But this week, I want to say yesterday, if not the night before, I finished this awesome Miles Morales art piece and posted it on my Instagram. And I was just so proud of it because I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, what the fuck? How did I cook this up? And the reason why I'm so proud of this art piece, it had no fucking references at all. The only reference I looked at was the spider webbing design on Miles's suit. From the pose to the background, this was the first art piece. I used no fucking references whatsoever. None. I didn't look for the inspiration. It was just one day. I remember this in the beginning. It was like late August, early September. I was in the back folding laundry, and I said, I need to draw right now. Something hit me. I'm folding laundry. I'm like, and I froze. Like I was, God was blessing me with a vision. And I was like, I need to draw. Picked up my pad, and I just, for 20 minutes, sketched up this idea. And I was looking at this thing, I was like, oh, this shit's gonna be hot. I was like, wait a minute now. This is This is something. This is actually really, really, really something. And I slept on it for like a few weeks, just to sketch alone, and picked it back up in the beginning of this week. Like the weekend going into this week. And just kept at it. Just stayed on it for a few days. And I was proud of it. I feel like for me, sometimes I get so caught up in my head. Anybody gonna care about this? Probably not. Anybody gonna like this video, like this stream, like this art piece? Probably not. And I let that be the perception that I have over the things that I'm creating. And I feel like that energy kind of like overtakes it a little bit, and it ruins it for me. For other people, it might ruin it for them. It's contagious. It's contagious. I was laying in that bed tonight, and I was watching this video on YouTube titled "I Feel Lost." It was a compilation of Markiplier talking about just a whole bunch of things, a variety of many different things. Different clips with him just expressing his thoughts and his feelings and everything like that. And I was like, I was crying again. I was like, what am I doing right now? I'm beating myself up because I feel like I'm not doing enough, but I'm not willing to do what it takes to do more. More than I know I've been than what I've been doing this entire time. I've had so little faith in myself. I didn't believe in myself for a while. People keep saying, I see this over you, and I'm like, I don't see what you're talking about. I don't see this potential. I don't see this. I don't see anything. I don't see nothing. I don't see tomorrow. I don't see next week. I don't see next year. That's how I was feeling today. I don't see nothing. But it's not fair for people to see all of this potential in me, and I don't acknowledge it once, you know? It's fair that I give myself a shot. That I give myself a chance to really get out here and make something happen. Anything. It could be anything. But I gotta give myself a chance to see what I can do beyond what I already know. To give myself a chance to really try hard, to apply myself. Not to do it just cause, you know? But to really get out there and enjoy life. Live a little bit more. Make it to the next day. Give myself a chance to see in myself what other people have seen over me and my name and who I am as a person. Not to live by what someone called me, and to be okay with just coasting. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to treat myself like that. I don't deserve to disrespect myself. I don't deserve none of that. So I got up out of that bed, got dressed, packed up a quick little bag, had my iPad, my pen, my stylus, a couple clothes, and I drove through the fucking storm. Jesus Christ. Water is everywhere. The storm was raining harder and harder the closer I got home. Slick started hydroplaning a little bit. Just slick. Fine. It's fine. Made it here. And immediately turned on this fucking camera. Because going forward, I'm really going to give myself a chance to stop making excuses, to stop being lazy, to stop procrastinating. I owe myself that, but I owe my mom that. More than anybody, I owe my mom that. That woman believed in me so much. That woman believed in me more than anybody. Even when I wasn't making a lick of sense to her. She didn't get it. But she said, I'm here for it. I owe her that. She did not suffer for no reason at all. I owe her that. I owe her that chance. I owe her that. I do. It's not fair that I get to just sit back and put my feet up and act like shit ain't happening when she has suffered her whole life to make me smile. When she didn't even have it, and there was food on the table every day. Anything that I wanted, she spoiled the shit out of me. She spoiled the living shit out of me. She doesn't deserve to look up or to look down and see me up in that hotel room contemplating so many different dark thoughts and ideas that have no significant purpose, that fulfill nothing. She doesn't deserve that. I gotta do better. And that's the God honest truth. I have to do better. Have to. I have no choice. I have no choice. I gotta be free. And the only way to do that is to put all my eggs in my basket. To put that massive C12 battery in my back. And to really get out here and make something happen. I know this rant was like a little all over the place, and I do apologize that I was talking about one thing, jumped all the way over here, then went back, then went left and up and down, and then opened up that fucking closet door, went in there for a little bit, screamed, came back out and said, I did it, but I didn't. I'm sorry that it was all over the place, but I had to get that off. I had to. I've been feeling it for too long. And there's a difference between really living and just being alive. I've only been alive, but I have not been living the way that I should be, the way I deserve to be. It's not fair. I get to draw breath today. And hopefully tomorrow. And next week. All throughout this year and next year. It's not fair for me to just be alive and be sitting on all these ideas and potential plans that sometimes come to fruition and sometimes don't. That's not fair. It's not fair. It's not cool at all. It's not. So, I'm done. 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 Thank you guys. For anybody that... Thank you guys for listening in. Thank you guys for showing me so much support. Coming through for the streams, commenting, liking up the streams and the videos and the shorts and all sorts of things. I have much more coming as soon as possible. I'm here. I might as well do as much as I possibly can before I have to go back to work from 1 to 10 tomorrow. Yes, I have to go back. I have to get back over there. But I had to come back here tonight. I had to. My whole setup is here. This is the database. I had to come back here tonight. Thank you guys for listening in. I really appreciate it. And I'll see y'all next time.